Hey, come on in. Hi, replay viewers. I'm coming to you live today. Yes. Got my Mama Be Brilliant shirt on. Hey. Hey, Stephanie. When you're on the ocean like beam, this is a God dream. This is a God dream. This is everything. Hey, True Sparkle. I love this Kanye song. He says, this is a God dream. This is a God dream. And that's exactly what this is. This is a God dream right here. Hey. So come on in as you come in. Just introduce yourself. Where are you from? Where are you at right now? I'm in Los Angeles. Where are you? I know Stephanie must be hot in Vegas today. Where you at, True Sparkle? Robin, where you at? Pray for Paris. Pray for Paris. Hey, Georgia. Can you see me, Stephanie? Robin says she can't see me. I gotcha. We on the ultralight beam. This is a God dream. Columbus is in the house. Hey. So I just wanted to come to you guys today. Hey, Ms.Queenie here. Really helping you package and position yourself as the go-to authority in your industry. Go ahead and subscribe and follow because we give amazing trainings every single day for you to really dominate your industry. You should be the go-to authority, especially if you're a God-centered entrepreneur. Let me understand this, right? Like, God has called you. You have a gift, you have a talent, you have a craft, and you have mastery in it. And why aren't you the go-to person? There's a lot of people in the industry right now who are dominating who shouldn't be. And you know it, and I know it, and I'm going to say it. They shouldn't be holding that space down, right? Because they don't know nothing, right? But you know something. I want to talk to you today about my VIP session that I had with $1 million earners, right? I'm a hater. I sure am. I'm hating on people who should not be holding spaces that they're claiming right now. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping you move into your space, move into your industry quickly and swiftly, right? Because when you begin to occupy space, you can begin to institute laws and values and create programs and products that really serve humanity. Without you being in that space, someone who holds God-centered values, this is about God-centered leaders. If we don't have you in that space, we have people who are creating programs and products that are toxic to the environment, trash everywhere. Don't get me started on that, Stephanie, because you know I can go on that. But I want to talk about this conversation I had with my client on Friday, who is $1 million earner. Her company is on track to make $8 million this year. And so we were working together to refine her personal brand. Her business brand is on point, but she wanted to create a business brand for her personal brand, so that she can mentor entrepreneurs who want to make their next million. And as we were engaging in the conversation, I thought, oh my God, like, you need to understand that there are some key things that you do have in common with millionaires. And one of them is that they get stuck and they have fears just like you. And what that says to me is that there are no excuses for looking at somebody else thinking, well, they have more money than me, that's why, right? That's why. That's not really why they're successful. They're successful because consistently at every level, they break through their upper limit. I'll say that again. Consistently at every level, they break through their upper limit, meaning that whatever money blocks, whatever blocks they have in their mind about up-leveling, they break through those. How do they break through this? They get a mentor, right? How is $1 million earner working with me, right? Because she knows, like, Queenie is a master in this area, and I want to work with a master. Number two, they consistently do mindset work. They do mindset work every single day, and this is the thing that God showed me so clearly. In the world, you go to school and you learn how to work. You go to school and you learn how to work. You work for your grade. You work to impress your teacher. You work to impress your classmates. So ingrained within us is this idea that we have to work. And what God is saying to us right now is that was never what I meant for you to do, toil. I mean, even if we go back to the Garden of Eden, like, that was their punishment to work. That was not the original intention. So praise God for Jesus, who says we don't have to go to the curse, but understand that he's redeemed us from the curse of the law, which is not about working, right? That God brings freedom through grace. which isn't about working. It's about receiving. Catch this if you can. So million-dollar earners shift from working hard to understanding how to tap into their mindset, tap into their imagination, and begin to visioneer dreams and ideas so that they can execute them with expedient sort of action, right? So they know who to partner with. They know exactly what the audience is looking for because they do the mindset work day in, day out, not just when they hit a roadblock, but consistently every single day they're doing this. Girl, I'm just telling you, I'm spilling no secrets because I see too many God-centered entrepreneurs who are working, myself included. I had to realize this, and every time I hit a level, it's because I'm trying to work at it instead of see it in my heart, see it in my mind, develop it in my spirit, and allow God to work. That's a $1 million earner right there. She said, I'm giving up all the secrets. Let me tell you, here's this other thing that you may have in common with $1 million earners. So as we were working through her brand persona and looking at the client that she wants to work with, one of the things that these $1 million earners have that stops them from even breaking through into their next million, whether their next million is 5 million, 8 million, 50 million, whatever that is, oftentimes they have self-destructive behaviors, right? A lot of these self-destructive behaviors for people on this particular level could be alcohol abuse, could be pornography, it can be any of those things, gambling. But the problem with those self-destructive behaviors is that those are the very things that are stopping them from moving forward. So they're drinking themselves or pornographing themselves to death, right? However, and they can't figure out why. So my question to you is, what self-destructive behaviors do you have? Maybe you share those same self-destructive behaviors, or maybe yours is something different than that. Maybe your self-destructive behavior is self-doubt. Maybe your self-destructive behavior is lack of action. Whatever your behavior is, stop it right now. Cut it out. Like, stop. Just stop. Like, you're a grown adult. I don't have to tell you why you have to stop. You know you need to stop. Cut out those self-destructive patterns and behaviors that stop you from moving forward. Because if you don't stop that, you're really going to continue to go around in circles like the children of Israel, and you never will see the promised land. Like, the point of that whole thing was you are supposed to see the promised land. The only reason they stayed there the entire time that they did, it was supposed to be like a 40-night, 2-week thing. Like, it ended up being 40 years, because why? They began to murmur. They began to complain. And what did I say about the first thing? Because they began to envision hard life and strife and work, that's what they experienced. And very few got to go over into that promised land. So here's the thing right now. We're living in such a time that if you're not paying attention, we're going to be having we're going to be like ancient societies where there's going to be a wealthy class and a poor class. There is not going to be a middle class. And if you don't catch a hold of this opportune moment for you to break through and free yourself from whatever limits or boundaries you have, you're going to be stuck in the wilderness like some of the children of Israel who could not go over into the promised land. Okay, I'm getting all fired up. I know. Welcome to the cast. For those of you who just joined, I teach branding using celebrity branding secrets and biblical principles. Yes, so I get excited about this because God has already shown us this, right? So I want you to understand that it's not God's intention for you to struggle. It's not God's intention for you to be in strife. It's not God's intention for you to not have, right? The reason it's like this is because there's systems and laws put in place. We can go into any grocery store and there's enough food for everybody. We can go, there's four targets in a 2-mile radius next to me. Each Target probably has 100,000 square feet worth of product. 4 of them in just a 4-mile radius. So there's not a shortage of materials or sources. It's how we're using them in our society. And that's why you have to move your vision into the market, because you're going to know what to do with the resources. You're not going to be greedy. You're not going to hoard. You're going to have values. You're going to do things with integrity. You're not going to take from people who you don't need to take from. You're not going to work with people who don't have values. This is what I'm saying. This is why we need God-centered leaders in the marketplace. Let me tell you about this third thing. There are some millionaires who got there and they felt like it was an accident. So they struggle with imposter syndrome. And some of you out there, you may feel like maybe I'm showing up in the market as an imposter. Maybe this was an accident. I don't know how I got here. Maybe I don't deserve that. I want you to settle that debate right now. Right now, you're being crowned with authority. That's what I'm crowning you with, authority. You're being crowned right now. And I want you to know that you have been given an exceptional gift to do what God has called you to do. Own that. Do not fall into the trap of thinking you needed to have X number of degrees or X number of years. I want you to just own your gifting and own your brilliance in such a way that you continue to dazzle people. Stop feeling like you have to earn your gift. See, that is the trick and the lie that people tell you, that God needs you to earn. No, God just gave David. David was 12 years old in the back watching some doggone sheep, and God crowned him king. What did he earn for that? Really, what did he earn? Nothing. Nothing. God just decided that that's the gift that this young man is going to have. I need someone who's going to have a heart like mine, and I already know David's going to have the heart. So I'm going to put David on the throne. See, this is what God does. He doesn't call you based on what you've done and your experience and how perfect you are. He calls you based on what he knows what's in you. Exactly. Who is this? You are preaching on here. What is yours is yours. Let me check out your profile. JD Image Consulting. The gifting is yours. It is nobody else's. And so those are three things that I noticed that you have in common with $1 million earners. And you're being in fear right now from not stepping into the spotlight and owning it. I mean, we really need you to hold down your spot. If we have somebody on here who does image consulting, imagine if the vision that you see for people, if your vision was on some of these people in the marketplace, and these little girls are watching that image that you've placed on people, and now they're being inspired to dress beautifully, even femininely, but still do it in such a way where it is such class, right? Imagine that vision being seared in the minds of children. I know Stephanie continues to work with people, moms, people who are not moms. Imagine continuing to expose them to travel and experiences and homeschooling with their children. What would happen if that image continues to be multiplied across the earth, right? So this is about multiplying a vision and an image so that people can perceive new heights and new insights for what God wants them to be. I promise you, you can establish your authority. Contact me, workwithqueenie.com. Let's get together. Let's see what's going on in your business to what's holding you back. Maybe we need to reposition your brand. Maybe we need to clarify your messaging. Whatever we need to do, it's easy. That's my gifting. It's easy. We can handle it. We can do it. Go forth, be brilliant. And I want to shout out all my brilliant mamas out here. We're doing a kickball tournament. We're raising money for the kids and Dominican Republic and send them to camp this summer. So I want you to join the Brilliant Mamas on Facebook. You can find us. Go to MamaBeBrilliant, M-A-M-A, hey, Simply Sharice, M-A-M-A-B-Brilliant. And just come hang out with us. I mean, I'm dropping strategies and tips for your business, but we're also talking about raising brilliant kids. So that is the amazing thing about Brilliant Mama. Thank you. There's a brilliant mama right there who crafted a beautiful brand, helping teens master the test without the stress. Did I get it right? Yes, I'm so proud of her. She offers something called the Score Max. She's right outside of Atlanta, where your child can work with her and her team, get them all ready for their testing, you know, those major tests. And if you can teach your child how to master it without the stress, you are a brilliant mama. So you definitely want to contact Miss O and get in, connect with her if you have a child or know a child who needs her services. I love my clients because we're brilliant. And we are unapologetic about what we're doing. We're dominating the industry. So go forth, be brilliant. I want to see you, either Mama Be Brilliant, the Facebook group, or you need to connect with me. Stop playing. Come on over. Workwithqueenie.com. Bye, guys.